Oh my. What do we have here? Don't be scared, little one. I don't intend to harm you. I was simply visiting, and, well, it isn't often that a mere mortal such as yourself simply falls into the unknown, my dear. Me? Ah, I guess it was bold of me to assume you know who I am. I am TyKhe, the goddess of chance, fate, and fortune. And by simply looking at you, I can see you haven't had much fortune. Especially not if you've ended up here. Come here, little one. Now, tell me your name. Acacia. What a beautiful name. I have always loved those trees. Their blossoms are the prettiest. I do enjoy walking around the gardens here in the springtime. Why, yes, dear, the unknown is all gardens. However, dear Persephone is visiting her husband in the underworld right now, so it is a little dead here. You're not dead, though. Very much alive, in fact. Otherwise, you'd be, well, downstairs with her. See? That little human heart of yours is still beating. Singing, almost. What a beautiful tune it does have. I could hear it sing a song of such misery. One that tells me you're not here because of your own decisions. You may tell me whenever you're ready. I will not force an answer out of you. If I might be so bold as to confess my troubles to you, if it does not make you uncomfortable, of course. Of course, gods and goddesses have troubles. We may have very different troubles to you mortals, but they are still troubles to us. Like just the other day, some mortal was praying to me, asking me to bless him with some fortune as he was down on his luck. In exchange, he said he would never gamble again once he receives his fortune. And so I obliged, and his wife fell pregnant with the child they'd been trying for over 5 years. I even blessed the little one. And what does the bastard do? He starts gambling again. So I made sure he lost a lot of money, and instead gave the fortune to his wife, who won the lottery and a big promotion at work, then broke things off with him. I suppose I didn't give him exactly what he had wanted, but it wasn't the fortune he needed. Instead of being grateful for the blessing, he decided to gamble his promise away. Gods and goddesses work in mysterious ways. We may not completely understand mortals all the time, but we do know when to time a good fortune right. Let's see. From what I can tell from your heartbeat is that your fortune would include some well-planned revenge for whoever caused you to end up here. Revenge isn't always the right answer, but in this case, I think it might be. But then again, I am no revenge god. Let's see. It would definitely be including some badass revenge outfit, some nice fortune blessing. Maybe I could even get you your own curse with a power. Well, I mean, maybe. After what Athena did to Medusa, People have been really hesitant with these curses hidden as a blessing thing. Oh, finally ready to share with me what happened, little mortal? Well, wait a minute. Let me pour us some tea. Maybe some biscuits too? Some macaroons as well. Huh. Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away. I'll summon the tea, then you can begin to, as you mortals put it, spill the tea. So, you're telling me this so-called hero boyfriend of yours saves you countless times and tells you you're his world. And yet, when it comes to the big question of saving you and the world, he saves the world, and the world wasn't in any danger at all? The unwanted guest, who, may I say, was a total ass for not punching your times I've been captured card, was just lying? Oh, and you told him. He just ignored you, is what I'm guessing, because you're just his damsel in distress. Heroes are so typical. Here, have some more of these macaroons. You deserve them. So I'm guessing that the hero sent you here so he could cover his tracks. I am really starting to hate these heroes. You know, this does give me an idea. Acacias also have a thorned variant. So, how about you prove you're not some damsel in distress, and you're definitely not his little Acacia anymore? He's not worthy of you. In fact, I don't think he's worthy of his hero title at all. That's right, dear. It's time I gave you some fortune. I can also call in my favor with the god that runs revenge. Nemesis. She's a pal of mine. Oh yeah, you would think that the goddess of fortune and the goddess of revenge would be sworn enemies. But no, we've had nothing but time to cover over our differences, and it turns out we have a lot in common. We join each other once a year for a nice evening with ambrosia. Oh, sorry, Akeda. You're right. I am going off topic, and I'm also going to invite you to a meeting with Nemesis so you can get some revenge tips. Now, mortal, get ready for this pretty neat trick I have up my sleeve. Am I using the word neat right? Ah, okay. Thank you, Acacia. I know a little trick to give you some abilities, per se. I can use a bit of ambrosia, mix it with some of my own godly powers, and your mortal essence, of course. It will give you some limited powers, but it will also bound you to me. Yes, I just need to give you a quick test to make sure you are worthy of this. You have experienced heartbreak, bad fortune from the beginning, and I need to make sure I'm not pouring my precious time into a mortal that's going nowhere. Us gods and goddesses have about a dozen or so demigods, so I need to make sure turning you into one isn't a waste of energy and ingredients. I guess you do make a point. Making you into one of my worshippers would knock the more main gods down a column. If you disobey me, however, I will have Zeus himself smite you. I hate that guy, but he is so good at smiting you mortals down. Well, here goes nothing. The powers are a little random, but they should be something roughly related to me. We won't be related or anything, which is important, as I would like to kiss you to seal the deal. Why, yes. In the time we have spent together, I've grown rather fond of you. Not to mention, I would be one impressive upgrade to go from dating a mere mortal to dating a goddess. We would make such a power couple. Just think. The mortal, seeking revenge after being thrown into the unknown, and now blessed with goddess-like powers, dating the goddess who is making the revenge possible. Sounds perfect to me. All right, then. You're about to become a thorned acacia and show that bastard you are so much more than just a damsel in distress. Seriously, who creates one-dimensional people anymore? Right. Back to giving you powers. Here, my thorned acacia. Drink up. Oh, there. Rest on my lap for a few minutes. Let yourself adjust to the powers. Then we can get to the revenge part. Oh, and one more thing. A kiss. To get better soon. I look forward to having you as a partner, Acacia.